Hey, I'm Julia Piota. I'm a life coach and board certified health and wellness coach, and I help women to create healthy relationships with themselves. So today I just wanted to share a little story with you to give you an idea of what happens when our body and our mind, especially the ego mind, wants to revert back to its familiar way of being. So one time I was asked to do a public speaking event. I had never done public speaking before. And what happened at this event was it was actually 2 days that I had to go and speak during a sales conference that was being held over the course of the week. So I went on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and the first day that I went, we were not expecting a lot of people to show up. We thought like maybe 25 people at the most, and there was over 100 people that showed up at this. So again, my first time doing a public speaking event, a little like unexpected, a little bit overwhelming. And when we got there and we were setting up the computer, like things weren't flowing, right? We were having a little bit of tech issues. And right away it's like, I wanted to start panicking and be like, well, how, we got to figure this out. And like, I knew that negative energy though wasn't going to help things turn out the way that we wanted them to help out or to turn out. So that was one opportunity for me to kind of take a step back, like, okay, these familiar feelings are coming on. Like I want to start panicking internally and getting nervous because that's just how my body has been programmed to respond over the years. So instead, since I've been obviously practicing this type of work for many years, I was like, well, no, we're not going to go there. We're going to chill. We're going to remain calm. We're going to just still be happy and positive and just not freak out. Meanwhile, my boss was over there freaking out with her negative energy. So that was the one day. Then Thursday happened. So since we weren't expecting that amount of people, obviously the owners of the company we were speaking for weren't expecting that big of a turnout either. So Thursday when I got there, the guy was like, hey, we got the big conference room today. You're going to get hooked up to a mic. You're going to go on stage, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, get hooked up to a mic. I gotta go up on a stage. And right away it was like my body wanted to start freaking out. My mind wanted to start worrying. And I'm like, if you do that, like this is only gonna make things 10 times worse. You're gonna freaking panic yourself like right out of even being able to do this. So again, I made that decision to choose to remain calm and to remain open and going forward with this experience, even though I never did it before. So that damn ego mind, wants to keep us safe. It wants to, prevent us from failing. It doesn't want to experience anything new. But this is just an example of what I wanted to share with you to let you know, when you are starting to feel that discomfort in a situation, or, if you're working on a new health goal, you're starting to create new habits and new behaviors, or maybe you have a history of dating toxic men or being in unhealthy relationships. That body, the mind, the ego, it's going to freak out. It's going to want to, keep you safe and not allow you to like experience the discomfort of, potentially failing. Like if I were to go up on stage and trip or, get flustered by my words and mess up, like it wants to prevent you from that sort of thing. So when your body's programmed, it has these familiar feelings it produces because of the way that you're thinking. So we have to, make that decision like, I'm not going to choose to think negatively about going up on stage and speaking, because then it's going to flood my body, with that chemical release that's then going to send me into this panic, this worry, and all that is going to then cloud my brain. I'm not going to be able to speak appropriately. I might mess up, and then like, yeah, then you're creating like failure or embarrassment right there. So I will stop here, but use this just as a perfect example of, you know, knowing, having this tool of awareness for yourself of like, all right, this is how my brain, you know, likes to act. Like that ego mind likes to take control. I'm gonna have this discomfort, these familiar feelings that are gonna flood through my body. If I keep up the old habits, the old behaviors, the old thought processes, I'm going to keep that feeling alive within my body, and I'm going to create the same effing results over and over again. So I'll leave it at that, but just use this as an example completely for your own awareness to apply to your life. Anytime that you're running into a situation where you're noticing, you know, that you want to revert back to like old habits, old behaviors, old thoughts and feelings, whatever it might be, and choose differently. Will you just be willing to choose differently, just like I chose differently when I was faced with this super unfamiliar and uncomfortable experience? Like, what a hell of a ride. I will tell you though, like, going up on stage, it turned out fucking awesome. It was a super amazing experience. I was like, I want to do this again. So can you choose again? Can you choose differently to allow that possibility for you to experience something completely different than you've ever experienced before? That might be so fucking awesome. Give that to yourself. You're worthy and you're deserving of it. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Invite a friend on over if you feel these videos would resonate with them. And if you're interested in learning how you can work with me, there is a link down in the description section where you can set up a free discovery call. I hope you have a wonderful day today.